Y'all just don't know what I've been through just now. Let me tell y'all. First off, this is Dumbest Things We Did as a Kid, part 5. Technically part 6 because I recorded this video already reading other comments, but now I just found out through the editing room, I found out yesterday that the audio was muted. So if your comment's not on here, it's probably because I read it already in the scrapped edition, if you know what I mean. I was so mad that I chipped my feeling and I had to go to the dentist today. I was thinking that they were just going to put a gel over it. No, they removed the whole old filling and put a new one. So now I'm numb on this side and I have a sudden speech impediment. Anyways, for this specific video, I'm reading comments from members only. So if you want to join my channel to become a member, do not forget, you guys can click that link in the description bar and have a dictionary by your name amongst other things. All right, let me go to this Dumbest Things We Did as Kids, part 5.
Get a dictionary.
First up, we have Assassination. Of course, that has to be the first name I read with my numbing lip. Assassination says, the dumbest thing I did as a kid was that I tried putting out a candle by throwing it in the trash. I almost killed everyone that day. I was 5. I told my best friend when I was 5 that you put oatmeal in the microwave for 45 minutes with a 45 minutes with the fork in it. Almost blew up the microwave. Let me tell you something. You can't even put a Wendy's spoiled hamburger in the microwave for 2 seconds, let alone for 45 minutes. You're trying to blow out the whole neighborhood. I sold candy bars from my school, and when I sold them all, I kept the money, and me and my friends took the bus to the mall and spent all the money. And yes, I did get my whooped. Let me tell you something. So you embezzling? Is that what you're admitting to? I'm probably just gonna censor your name just for your protection. Me and my sister used to go around the neighborhood selling very old raffle tickets for candy money. What is going on with these early criminals in life? Y'all are just admitting everything all willy-nilly. You know, the people could be watching. When I was 5, I stuck a bobby pin in a socket and couldn't move and watched the blue line going up my arm in fascination. We got some future serial killers out here. My mom cussed me out. You know what? Let me cuss you out real quick. Are you in, I don't know what kind of room you're in or what kind of jacket you have on right now, but I can't even put a fork in my electrical socket. That thing goes. I've never in my life seen someone put a bobby pin in an electrical socket and just watch the blue line. That's how early I clock out because I didn't even know a blue line goes up your arm. Blue line? I decided to call the police and hang up about 3 times. When they arrived, I hid under my bunk bed. I was about 6 years old. Y'all already know when I called the cops. I was probably like 6 or 7. I said this before. And how many times am I gonna have the S in my words? I said this before where I called the cops for 2 seconds and I hung up. The next thing I know, I hear what the heck? When I was in primary school, I used to sharpen pencils thinking they'd turn, y'all are trying to be funny. When did I start having a lisp? I know y'all didn't know I was going to go to the dentist because I didn't know I was going to go to the dentist, but this has to be a coincidence. When I was in primary school, I used to sharpen pencils thinking they turn into the little spreaders we use for Pba Glue. I don't even know what primary school is, and for sure I don't know what a Pba Glue is. I'm only on my 5th comment, man. This gotta get, when does the numbing stop? When I was 6 and my sister was 9, we used to snort Pixie Stix through our nose. I called QVC and tried to order a Christmas. Oh, Tanner! Y'all, let me tell you something about this chick. I don't know if y'all know, but I said it in the beginning. I have something called memberships. Y'all can join my channel. Link is in the description box. It's $1.99 a month. It comes with a lot of benefits, just like having a dictionary by your name. And this girl, Tana, she comments all the time. And it's easy for me to see her comments because her dictionary. So make sure you guys click the link so you can join in probably my next video or in a future video. I called QVC and tried to order a Christmas lamb chop doll. When they asked for my mother, I definitely told these fools, I am the lady of the house. 3 years ago, I'm 20 now, I was at church during a Christmas event and thought it would be a good idea to snort hot chocolate powder I had congestion for a few days after that. What is going on with all y'all snorting stuff? I think I'm the only kid that didn't snort stuff when I was little. I may have swallowed a penny or two, but I didn't snort anything like that, especially hot chocolate powder. Well, now I was about 5 years old using my doll's bottle to drink from the toilet. My dad caught me and whooped my, then my mom whooped me too. Your parents were playing ping pong with your butt? You might have a case though, to be honest with your parents, because this could be causing emotional distress in your adulthood. Maybe it's just me. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just trying to help you out a little bit. My sister and I stole from a store in the 80s and dumped the loot in a trailer park dumpster. She had to make sure there could be like limited stipulations out here. And then she had the nerve to include her sister like she commented on this. She ain't trying to go to jail 40 years later. My sister and I stole from a store in the 80s and dumped the loot in our trailer park dumpster. We got our dad to look what we found. As he went in the dumpster to get our loot, we did not get in trouble. He found a tire, not knowing we stole the new stuff. Hashtag didn't steal the tire. Hashtag in the 80s. I don't know what loot means. I don't know if you're talking about money. Is that what loot is? To me, loot means money. One of the dumbest things I did as a kid was when I was outside, I decided to try what an ant tasted like. So I picked up an ant on my slide and ate it. It tastes like Windex. No, I had a lot of stuff in my mouth, but an ant tasting like Windex is not one of them. I think maybe the slide was cleaned with Windex first because an ant. Okay, Cash, this house ain't that big. It does not take you. Wanted to give my pet goldfish a bubble bath, so I put a whisk in their bowl and used it. Oh my God. When I was about 3, I covered my rocketing horse with Vaseline and tore up all of my mom's magazine around it. I don't even know what a rocketing horse is. I was about 6 or 7. My aunt was pregnant, and I thought that if I looked under her dress, that I would be able to see the baby. I couldn't see the baby. Can y'all imagine looking up your relative's dress? Paige got more than what she bargained for because Paige seen more than a baby, man. Paige seen what babies come from. When I was about 5 years old, I started to eat a cockroach, one that had wings on it. My mom noticed and had to pull the cockroach out of my mouth. I am 15 now, but every time my mom and I see a cockroach, we kind of just stare at each other until my mom says, "You gonna eat that too?" I had the perfect person for Jordan, and that's an anteater. Can y'all imagine a cockroach eater and an anteater in the same place? When I was about 6 months old, my dad was watching TV with me in his lap while shirtless, and I grabbed his nipple ring and ripped it out, and he screamed bloody murder while I happily crawled away with the ring. I call bull. How you remember what you did at 6 months old? Let's be real. Who remembers what they did at 6 months? Show yourself. When me and my sister were younger, we decided to see who could swallow the most money and change. So my sister ate $1.35. What was she trying to eat? The whole bank? I can't imagine swallowing $1.35. Me, on the other hand, ate $2.85. Was a fun day. If y'all put y'all bodies together and just turn it upside down and shake. So y'all just trying to be Piggy Banks or something? I don't know. Threw away dishes so I didn't have to wash them. I still hate washing dishes. When I was about 3 years old, my mom was pregnant with my younger sister. She had a baby doll that giggled when you pressed his tummy, so she used that to try and explain to me that I would be a big sister. Fast forward to when my sister was born, my mom noticed that I kept hitting my little sister in the stomach. Okay, I'm pretty worried. She asked, "Why do you keep hitting your sister?" I responded with, "I'm trying to make her laugh." Can you imagine just a little sister like, laugh, laugh, laugh? When I was 8 or 9, I decided to fake being sick so I could miss school. I wanted to show my parents that I had a fever, so I put our digital thermometer in the microwave for 3 minutes. 3 minutes! Needless to say, when I did that, allegedly, when I did that, or when that person did that, all I know is a lamp. You hold it on a lamp. You don't put it in a whole microwave for 3 minutes. Needless to say, it began to spark and then blew up. Instead of trying to stop it, I just freaked out and ran upstairs to hide. My mom whooped me pretty good, but I didn't learn my lesson because not even 2 hours later, I tried to hold a flashlight to a glass thermometer and it shattered on my chest and split mercury balls all over me. Dang! Were you bullied in school? Like, what was going on? Was a homework assignment due that day or something? I honestly want to know. So yeah, I got another whooping and had to go to school the next day. Well, at least you missed school that day. You had a lot going on. When I was like 5 years old, I was a huge fan of Disney. I wanted to have magic powers with the wand like the 3 fairies from Sleeping Beauty. So there was Sleeping Beauty. There weren't no fairies in Sleeping Beauty. The ones I know, the one that slept and didn't wake up until the prince kissed her, something with the dwarves. So I thought, what if invisible people exist? So I told those invisible people to jump inside the Sleeping Beauty movie and grab those wands so I can have magic. Even try to attempt jumping on the CD to try to enter the movie. I heard it all. I read in like part 3 or part 4 of someone running into the TV to get into a movie, but jumping on a CD? I'm still waiting for them to return with my wands. I don't remember this, but my mom and dad have told the story so many times. All right, when I was really little, like 2 or 3, maybe younger, I climbed up into my older sister's top bunk, and she had my mom's mini sewing kit up there, which by the way, she wasn't supposed to have. I took a thin little chain. Why are you saying it like your sister's watching? She's still on this like 20 years later. So I took the thin little chain and tied my wrist to the ceiling fan as a safety rope and proceeded to get pins all over the bed and cut the hair off all of her stuffed animals. Dang. You and your sister was going through it. All right, when my parents came upstairs, I got into a ton of trouble. And after a long lecture, my dad goes, "What do you have to say for yourself?" And little me starts pacing back and forth, stopping and acting like I'm going to talk a couple times. I eventually stop and say, "Perhaps a stronger rope." I'm still on you putting a string from your wrist and holding it to the ceiling fan. Like, what were you doing? Some Indiana Jones stuff? Some 007? One time when I was 4 or 5, my parents were arguing and my mom shouted, "I just want to punch you in your face," or something like that. And I came in the room a minute later and said nothing to either of them. My dad asked what was I doing, and I proceeded to punch him square in the face. I touched a hot iron. I remember adults not believing me when I said I did it myself. They really thought I was being abused at home or something. Cash, you ain't being abused. This is not a call for help. Stop. When I was younger, I was with my mom when she had to stop by Waffle House. I don't really remember what for, but she told me that she would be back in a minute and left the car running. Let's just say it was a 5-speed and she had the e-brake on. And I was literally sitting there staring at it. Well, me and my curious self decided to put the e-brake down, and next thing I know, the car started to roll backwards. It was on a hill. I remember seeing my mom running out of Waffle House, and I can imagine the moms. This person, JC, has built this story so good that I could actually see it happening. I remember seeing my mom running out of Waffle House, and I finally had put the brake back up as soon as the window before it went into a ditch. My mom was so mad at me, but she bought me food and took me to my grandma's house and left me there while she went to go finish her errands without me. That's nothing compared to when I was 16 and caught my hair on fire by accident by lighting a cigarette because I started smoking then. Don't even get me started on when I was in the 5th grade and I lied about having lice just so I didn't have to go to school. I hated school. Well, dang, JC, I just needed one story, not your whole autobiography. Good God, sell it. Sell that thing to Lifetime. You need to sell it. When I was 2 to 4, I used to dance in front of my living room window on the top of the back of the couch completely naked. This girl thinks she in Amsterdam. When I was 4, my mom told me I couldn't have a Pop-Tart. So when she had to go downstairs to do something, I put Vaseline and baby powder all over her room. Lord, I thought she was trying to kill her. You know what? I really thought, I know I'm not the only one. I really thought Karma, what are the odds that her name is Karma? I thought Karma was saying that she was gonna put Vaseline on them stairs, and I don't have kids, so I can only speak of the world I've done. When I was a kid, my aunt and uncle hosted a New Year's Eve party, so all of us kids decided to play hide and go seek to pass the time. So being the size of a peanut, I was able to squeeze into a small space in the basement. My cousins hadn't found me yet, so for some reason, I ended up taking a nap in my hiding spot. Next thing I know, I wake up to red and blue lights flashing through the basement back door that leads to the driveway, and my family members asking, where was she last? And crying. Tell me how I ended up falling asleep all the way into the new year. And when the police officer asked what was I thinking, I panicked and said, it's not my fault those dumb gonna find me. You're right, you won fair and square. Proudest moment of my life till this day. The whooping that came afterwards kind of dulcet though, okay. Do not forget to comment the dumbest thing you did as a kid. Don't forget to subscribe. Join my channel if you want, or just subscribe here for free. And make sure you guys like this video. I don't know. I'll see y'all in a few days. Bye.
Feel me? Thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs up anyway, cause you will. Thumbs up, cause you will. Thumbs up. But with that being said, thumbs up.